One of the statements that I was making many years before October 7th, leading up to October 7th, is when you bring absolute fear and absolute power together, you create absolute disaster. And this is what happened. The Jewish Israeli community has been living and eating fear of the other as a story, as a narrative, not as a reality, since the Holocaust, since before the Holocaust. And so for me, it was very important to be in Auschwitz, several times actually. And every time I was there, I heard Israeli teachers tell Israeli children, 13, 14, 15-year-old children, if the Palestinians have an opportunity, they're going to do to you what the Nazis did to your ancestors. Imagine a 13, 14-year-old kid who's there, visiting a historic site, now being told that Sami, Muhammad, Ali, Maryam, if they have an opportunity, they're going to do exactly this to you, what the Nazis did. So fear is so deeply entrenched in the identity and the psyche of the Israelis, much more than the Palestinians. We still look at the Nakba as a Nakba, as an experience, because we have memory of what life in Palestine was before the Nakba. For them, the Holocaust is the starting point. There is no before the Holocaust. There is no Jewish Renaissance in Europe before that. There was just the Holocaust, and this is where it began. That shapes identity. And so for me, a big part of the work had been to understand that if we don't address this issue, a disaster will come. I never thought, to be honest, it will be as big as what the genocide we're facing now. But if we look back, one of the first two things that Netanyahu and almost every Israeli leader said on October 7th is, this is the second Holocaust. The Holocaust once again, the Holocaust reemerging. And to get the American audience, they were saying, this is our 9/11. So these are the two statements that Netanyahu said from the beginning, the Holocaust and 9/11. For that child who grew up being told that Sami and Muhammad and Yusuf are going to do this to you, immediately, they're not buying into the story, they're convinced now. October 7th was a Holocaust. And immediately, one of the biggest issues that we faced, and the saddest, was in seeing so many of what I would have called our friends at that time, Israelis that were working with us, engaging with us, in ceremony with us, began to justify violence.